Okay, guys. So, if you saw my live stream yesterday, part 76, can't believe we're on 76 now, 77. I did a tarot card. Well, I pulled the tarot cards, and so I told you I was going to go back and see what they meant. So let me just remind you what they were. So, the first one I pulled, actually, well, they're not in order. Oh, yeah, they are this way. So the first one I pulled was Justice. Then it was Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords. And then my top one was the TV Stevie, which is the Seven of Cups. Then I pulled Lovers. But if you remember in the video, he was upside down. He wasn't like this when I laid it down. He was like that. And I learned, I had to go back and research this, but I learned you have to leave him upside down, and that means something. And then the Two of Cups, and then my last one was Three of Cups. Let me preface this by saying again, I was not raised to really play with tarot cards or like believe in them in any way. But I just thought I'm just going to maybe try to have fun with it. I don't know, man. I'm just a curious person anyway, and you know, it doesn't change the fact that I'm a Christian person deep down, but anyway, I'm just going to tell you what I came up with. And so I did research on this. If you would like to try this yourself, what you're doing is called the horseshoe spread. That I learned that too. You can call it a mystic pyramid or a horseshoe spread. So you take your tarot cards, you shuffle them, and then you deal yourself 7 cards in a V shape. You can go ahead and turn them over. But if you have one upside down like I did, I had one upside down, you're supposed to leave it upside down. Because in your manual, it talks about the reverse. So if you go to any card, it has the inverted and the upright. So, okay, so how it works. Again, I'm not some sort of practitioner. I'm not going to become a warlock of any sort. Even though that does sound kind of cool. I've been enjoying Game of Thrones lately. And Rings of Power. Right? But, alright, so this card represents... Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to tell you how it works. This card represents the recent past. Okay? This isn't 5 years ago. This is like 2 months ago. This card represents the now. What's been going on lately? I'll put this right here. The third card is the near future. Okay, so basically this is what's been going on. And what could be going on like a month from now. So this is what's been going on, what's going on now, what's going on a month from here. The top card, I remember yesterday I was telling you it represents you. Well, that's not exactly right. It represents your mindset. Okay, so that's pretty close. I did remember that much. That's why he's on top. This is like, how am I doing? Like, what's my mindset going into this question? Okay, so this thing, it doesn't represent me, exactly me. It represents the question I'm trying to answer. Does that make sense? Okay. Anyway, this card, which is your 5th card, represents the others around me. Like, what are people around me? How are they influencing the answer of my question? This card represents obstacles, hopes, and fears. Also, what should I do? And then the last card, quite simply, is what's probably going to happen. What's the outcome? So if you see it starts with the past, present, future. What's kind of your general mindset going into this question? The people around you. Any obstacles that could affect this, like other factors. And then what's going to happen, okay? So my question yesterday, remember what you do. You shuffle the cards and then you ask a question. My question yesterday, before I pulled these, should I quit Garbage Pail Kids? Alright, so here's the answers. You guys ready? And I've already mapped it out. I'm not going to read. I don't have to go through the book. I've already done the research. Alright. Okay, did that. Okay. So what's been going on in the near past? Remember, this is your past card. That's the first card. This is like 2 or 3 months ago. What's been going on? Well, if you remember, this is perfect because what happened before the summer? I decided to quit Garbage Pail Kids. I didn't start in January. If you go back and look, I actually started, I think, in March or April. So this is perfect. So what's been going on is I decided to quit Garbage Pail Kids. And so what you're seeing is Leaky Lindsay here trying to balance. She's the justice card. And so the kind of the gag is she's balancing snot, which is gross. But on a serious note, it's always about juggling and balancing everything. And so how that relates to me is I've always been good at like balancing like problems and stuff. Like issues that come up. But I have been trying even more to do this. And so this card kind of makes sense to me. Okay, this card represents the now. So the card I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this card deals with luck. And I love that this card got pulled because I think of all the things that have been going in my favor lately. It seems like I've been having really good luck. Oh, let me go back and tell you something. So this one's also about control. Yeah, I am a very kind of like controlling person. I like to control everything. I don't like to feel out of control. So what you're seeing is almost a contradiction. This is about controlling. This is about out of control. What about luck? What about things coming from heaven? Now, being a Christian, I'm not going to talk about anything besides that. So, yeah, so to me, I'm just going to say this is like gifts from God, okay? We all have our interpretations of luck and stuff, so I don't know that I believe per se in luck if I'm truly honest, but it does seem like the concept of luck could be applied to my situation lately. I have been getting some what seems to be kind of lucky, what people would call lucky things happening. But yet that's not in my control, is it? I didn't know those things were coming. Okay, what's going to happen in the near future? Now, this isn't 10 years from now. This is like 2 months from now. It's the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords represents leadership and being respected. So if you notice, the Queen is off the ground. She's elevated, but her head is elevated too. So sometimes the negative is like, sometimes you think you're better than you really are, or like your ego is higher than it should be. And that is so reflective of me. I just have a big ego, and but yet I am respected. But this is saying that that's what's coming my way. I have a general need for control. That's my past. I've been trying to control the situation. Instead of buying Sapphire and falling into these traps of overspending on GPK, I've just said, fuck it, I'm quitting, I'm getting out of the hobby. Yet, along the way, I have been getting very lucky. I'm not going to go into those things right this second because you're going to see it come back here. And then, it does seem like I'm gaining some clout and respect along the way. Some of it might be due to making all these videos about quitting. I don't know. That was not my intention. I was just doing this to make myself feel good and kind of talk it out. Okay, let's go. So now when you're getting in this spot, you're really changing gears here. So I'm actually going to separate this out. Mindset. Okay, let me just say it plainly. This is Russell's mindset when he asked the question, should I quit Garbage Pail Kids? So what you're seeing is me as Geeky Gary, or, TV Stevie. Think about how he's like confused, like he doesn't know what to do. Feeling dazed by all the opportunities. I don't care if you see my notes. I have so many options. Each of them seem better than the last, but I need to keep my wits about me. Life is not a fantasy. So The card I picked was the Seven of Cups. That represents my mindset. Not me personally. I don't spend all day being confused. I'm only confused about quitting Garbage Pail Kids. Do you see how this works? You lay out the cards and you ask a question. These are not about you, exactly about you. It's just about your question. So this is how I feel. This is my mindset about quitting Garbage Pail Kids. This is the card I pulled. Yeah, doesn't this make sense? Because think about it. I'm on video 77. I'm probably, I'm definitely past the halfway point, but I still got many more videos to come. I've been confused about this the whole time. This is pretty crazy that this card got picked. I have so many options, right? Okay, the next card was an upside down lovers. I just got notification that Trashy Treasures 5 just dropped. And I'm in a fucking live stream. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna shorten this a little bit. Okay. And not because I want to buy them, I just want to go see them. And I'm hoping my boy Potty Scotty's in there. Okay. So the next card I pulled was the Upside Down the Lovers. And this one deals with, remember, this card deals with the people around you. Is this talking about my wife? No. Is my wife involved with me quitting Garbage Pail Kids? Maybe a little, but not much. Think about it. This card is representing all my Garbage Pail Kid friends, all my hobby people that I know, people like you watching, people that I collaborated with over the years with Garbage Pail Kids, people in these groups, leadership people. This represents you. That's in my question. That's what this means. Now, had I asked the question, does my wife love me? This would have to do with me and her. But my question is, should I quit Garbage Pail Kids? This has to do with you. So what does the upside down the lovers mean? It means it's a turning point in friendship, partnership, or business. I need to choose to stay and work on things or move on. Damn, I just got word that Potty Scotty is in the fucking Trashy Treasure set. Thank you, Michael. If you don't know Michael, he's the maker of those. Okay. All right. Okay. The sixth card, remember, is this, or this is the one I picked. This one represents obstacles, hopes, and fears. Okay, so I pulled the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins means it will continue to be hard. Sorry, my handwriting got bad. It will continue to be hard to balance. Okay. Balance, quitting Garbage Pail Kids. So here you're seeing Luke puke. So Luke puke has overindulged himself, meaning, so like in my collecting, think about it, I'm constantly buying art. I'm constantly, like every day is like Christmas. I've been doing this for almost 2 fucking decades, and it's every day. I've overindulged. I've become almost like Luke puke. I've eaten so much of this shit that I'm puking on it. It's so good that it's probably not healthy how much I collect Garbage Pail Kids. Sorry, I keep getting texts. I'm reading some new information on Garbage Pail Kids. Okay. But anyway, so Luke puke, his life is good, but I've got to be careful about taking things too far because it can hurt you. It can make you sick. You can overindulge. Life can be so good that if you don't have self-control, it can become toxic. Even good things. Okay, the last card in your horseshoe spread represents what's likely to happen. So this is kind of like the answer, okay? And I pulled the 3 of coins. All right, so this one's pretty interesting. So what this card means is asking for help. The best way to get what I want. Asking for help is the best way to get what I want. I can't do everything solo. I can't do everything just by myself. And I maybe collaborate, embrace advice. And that's actually a weakness of mine. I actually love doing things by myself. That way I get full credit for them. I just like seeing my hard work pay off. And so what I'm seeing is, you know, I'm trying to control me quitting Garbage Pail Kids. I'm trying to keep control. That's why I'm quitting. That's why I announced it. But yet things keep popping up. Opportunities keep popping up. That's kind of delaying me quitting. There is a good chance that all this work that I put into Garbage Pail Kids will lead to good opportunities, leadership, respect, and so forth. Yet this whole process has left me kind of confused about what to do. My hobby friends, I just need to make a choice, man. I just need to choose if I'm going to stick around and keep working with people, or if I'm going to move on, which is what this whole thing's about. And I need to, you know, show some moderation, because I do have so much stuff coming in. Life is almost too good that I've got to be careful that I don't overdo it. But what is likely to happen is me needing some help, man. That's what this card means. It means I need others. I need other people in the hobby, because, you know, this is about the hobby. I'm going to need some advice. So for now, I'm not ready to quite quit today, right? It's only September something. So, but that day is coming soon. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that made sense. Hope it wasn't too creepy. I do find tarot a little creepy. That's why I said creepy. This is not something I really condone per se. But I did tell you guys I was going to figure out what those cards meant that I pulled. And that's what they mean. So should I quit Garbage Pail Kids? I don't think, honestly, it answered any questions. I don't think it said yes or no. It only directed me back to you guys. It actually directed me back to my friends. And I know I've made a lot of people mad. But anyway, I don't know what to do. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day. Russ Van out.